So glad we got to go to an old place that I love, 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 love. And, you think you're going to do one thing and you end up doing two or three things. What do you think about Connie's? It's old school, so I have to give my story. But what do you think about Connie's?
I think that's one of the best places I can go get some shrimp. And not only some shrimp, but a lot of pieces of shrimp for the price that they have. There's only one location, right?
I could care less. I would never go to another one because if they had 5 locations, I'd still drive to the other side of town just to get that one. Have you ever taken anybody over there?
No, I haven't.
Good, because I don't like nobody taking people to places I go to.
It's too far anyway. I don't be over by, what's that, airline?
Yeah.
I don't be over by there.
Airline, and I guess they call that the Northwest Freeway or 610 or something like that. But I've been going to Connie since I was about 14 years old, and I used to go for 2 reasons. One, it was close to where I lived in Studewood. Mm-hmm. That's in Houston, Texas, of course. And then also because you can get a full meal for $4 back then. They've changed the price a little bit now. Like, I think that meal I bought was $9, right?
Yeah, and I think mine was like $7, $8. I was like, you for 15 pieces of shrimp plus sides?
Wait a minute. No. You got 15 pieces of shrimp and what else?
Some fries, which is a lot of fries, and a roll. And then I got a drink.
Right, and then they give you all the condiments. You don't have to say, hey, put the ketchup, put the tartar sauce, put the limes in there, because I don't know. Did you squeeze the lime over your seafood?
No, I don't do that.
Oh,
I must have to try it.
my gosh, it's so good. It gives it such a flavor. And mine, and here's the funny thing, I guess I'm a creature of habit like a lot of people. I have gotten the same meal, the number 1,
I get the number 4 all the time.
since I was 14, and I'm almost 50. And I have always gotten the 6 shrimp, the 2 catfish fillets, you can either do rice or you can do french fries. I always get their rice because I promise you I've never eaten anybody else's shrimp fried rice because I'm very picky. So I like theirs, and I like the way it looks. I like the way it tastes. I like the consistency of it. And then, of course, you get the roll. And it wasn't a Hawaiian roll. It was just a regular, good, nice, warm roll.
Yeah.
And I have gotten that same meal since I was 14 years old.
And it still tastes the same.
It's still good. It's still good. Now, they've changed a lot as far as the aesthetics, so it looks different. And I'll talk about that in a minute. They've changed their crew as far as, like, there used to be girls that worked there for 10 years, and you could walk in there and see the same ladies. Now they have added men that work in the front because they used to all just work in the kitchen. And if you ever sit at the bar, I always see people order their beer and their liquor at the bar, but I always see them have raw oysters. And I'm talking about big platters of raw oyster, because I think the price is just so good, and everything
is raw though. Do they charboil them?
I don't know, because I never looked at that side of the menu.
I don't even.
So I took a picture of the menu, so I'll show the menu on here, but I never even think, when I go to Connie's, I don't say, I wonder what I could eat. No, I want the number 1. That's it. What are you getting? And that's it. Like, I don't veer from that one thing. And it's not because I'm, don't want to taste anything else. It's just, that's what brought me there. So that's what keeps bringing me there. And I only get to go now maybe twice a year. Didn't get to go in 2020 at all. Went once in 2019. Didn't get to go in 2020 at all, and hadn't been in 2021. So that was kind of, for me, almost like a treat, because I like going over there. I love the food. It's always good. There's nothing that's ever changed. You didn't go like, this used to taste like this, but they have the best hush puppies. You like hush puppies?
I do, but I haven't tried theirs. I think actually the last time I went was that time we all were doing that extra for that movie at that parade scene. That's the last time.
That was in like 2005 or 7 or something.
No, we were still in high school or middle school or something.
Middle? It was Yahweh Kayla. You're at middle school.
Yeah, I ain't been since
Oh
then.
my goodness, that's a lot. I'm surprised you even remember what the food tastes like.
Still the same?
Yeah. It's really good. I remember when y'all were kids, we used to love to go, especially on a Friday or Saturday night, because the mariachi band would play live, and that would be fun, because just hearing all the Mexican music and seeing the sombrero hats, and it really made you feel like you were in Mexico. And I think that's why a lot of people go there, because the atmosphere is good, the food is good, the price is fair, the place is clean. You don't hear any problems over there, even though they are technically in the hood. You don't hear any issues or any problems or anything over there. And to me, that's the thing that has kept me wanting to go back, is because I've never had an issue there.
Yeah.
I've never had to complain about an order. I've never complained about the prices. I've never had a problem when I've gone in there where they come back and keep checking on you. They clean your table too. I have literally never had an issue. And the only reason I don't sit inside anymore is just because in the last couple of years I've been real minimal on where I sit inside of anywhere to eat, just because too many people, you know, just
and it seemed like
the
lunchtime
space.
when we went.
Oh yeah, it was, because it was around noon or something like that. The other thing is that when I first started going to Connies, you probably won't believe this, but when I first started going to Connies, of course I was like 14 years old, and the building was so small that you literally would have to go in and place your order and stand outside.
Smaller than the area we went to, the one we went to. So the
one we went to is considered a palace compared to what it used to look like. It was literally a little brown building that looked like a little house, and when you would walk in there, you know, look, your hips could touch each side of the wall. It was that small.
They only had enough area to cook. Just
enough area for you to come in and get your order and step back outside. So it used to be like 40 people standing outside. But your order came fast. Like, you noticed when we were there, the order came within like 15 minutes or less.
Yeah.
And so while you're sitting there, the fun thing is you can look around and they've got different things on the wall. They've got, you know, stuff about the owner on the wall. There's just a lot of greatness going on over there. But the place used to be so small, you could just go in and get your order and step out. Because if you didn't step out, then other people wouldn't be able to come in and place an order. Yeah. There was no standing room. There was nowhere to sit. When they finally, what I call, grew up and they got a bigger place, I felt like literally I was going to a fancy restaurant, like something, you know, some big high dollar restaurant, because I was like, oh, wow, they changed, right?
Yeah.
Now, you know your brother violated the rule, right?
Oh, yeah, he brought somebody else, apparently.
And I'm one of those people. Like,
who? Josh or Savon?
Josh.
Oh, so
I'm one of those people. Don't take nobody to my restaurant. And I say that all the time, my restaurant. Don't take nobody to because that's what I call, like, what I really say, like, my hood spot. Like, in the hood where I grew up at, there's a cookie shop. I've never even taken y'all. And I'm not going to. There's the little certain corner stores that I could walk into one particular corner store at Main and 43rd, and I can get all the soft now and laters, every color you could think of right now, which I love now and laters, soft, right? Yeah. Right, real soft ones. I could get all the old school candy to, you know, any kind of old school candy you could think of, the old school lemon heads, all of that right now. And then there's my Connies. There's my farmer's market over there, which they have done a big glow up. So
the one across from it?
Yeah, farmer's market used to be like a little wooden building, and it wasn't all that, but now it's like, it looked almost like a Whole Foods type of thing going situation. The prices change and everything, but I'm just saying there's just certain little staples in certain areas that you grow up, and that's what's so important about going back to where you grew up at. Just to kind of see, one, how it's changed, or two, how it stays the same and it keeps that nostalgia there with you. But if you had to say what was your number one thing you like about Connies, what would it say? What would it be?
The Mexican sodas for sure.
Oh.
I mean, of course, the shrimp.
How do you say that name?
I like shrimp. I mean, we say Doritos, but it's Jarritos. Jarritos.
And every time I say Dorito, they look at you like, you just ridiculous. Like,
I gotta try the grapefruit.
She knows
one,
that's
though.
not the way it's.
I've
never had the grapefruit, but your sister did, and she said it was very sweet, like sweeter than a Welch's grape soda. But my favorite one is the wait a minute, did you say grape or grapefruit?
You had grapefruit.
No. I like the grapefruit one, but they have a grape one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The pineapple one is the one you had, which it used to be my favorite one. And then they have the orange one, of course, and then there's a red one that's called fruit
punch.
Yeah, fruit punch or something like that.
But I'm not sure.
Yeah, so I love that. And you know, they didn't used to have that thing behind there that had all those drinks and stuff in it. When they brought you a beer or whatever, it came from another area, but now they display all of their drinks, which I think is smart, because you could literally walk in there and order your food, and if you're getting it to go, you wouldn't even think about a drink. But now that it's there, you're like, well, wait a minute, hold up, hand me one of those sodas back there.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. But we just really want to continue to bring our listeners just so much goodness and so much fun, and talking about different locations, and all of them won't be in and around Houston, but they will be something interesting, something exciting. So I just wanted to share this with you guys, and I guess I'm changing, because I normally would keep this a secret just so you wouldn't go. But I'll go ahead and share it, and if you get a chance and you're over hanging out by Northwest Freeway and Airline, there is a nice little spot that you can go. You can take your family, and it's called Connies Seafood, and it's very, very delicious. And if you just take a moment to kind of look around, you're going to notice there's a lot more good little nuggets over there. There's so many little shops. There's so many places, and we're going to talk about another place that we went over there next Saturday, so that you could maybe get into that one too. You're going to absolutely love the pictures from there. Hope you love the pictures from here, and you see the food. You saw the pictures. If you get a chance to go over there again, My number one is the favorite, 6 shrimp, 2 catfish fillet, french fries or rice, and a nice roll with all the fixings on the side. I think I paid under $9 for it. Mm-hmm. You got what?
I got the number 4 with the 15 pieces of shrimp.
15 pieces of shrimp. Like, you can't eat that in all one setting because they're not, okay, we need to be clear. Yeah. They're not baby shrimp.
Oh, no.
These are full, split down the middle, flattened in half, full size shrimps, like as if you were at any other shrimp place. I won't name anything specific, but if you were at any other shrimp place.
I don't think I've been to a place that had them that big or that many, really.
Well,
or I can go order that many.
Well, that's because that's because you're probably not thinking about Hank's over in Fifth Ward.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, Hank's be hidden. We gotta go there.
Yeah.
Hank's be hidden because I'm gonna tell you, there has been a time where I'm like make up an excuse to go over there just to go to Hank's. Like, oh, I need to go to the beauty supply.
Exactly. Girl, there's so many you pass.
I need to go. Like, I pass on 75 beauty supplies to be like, you know what? I really have to go to that beauty supply line. I'm trying to get to Hank's. What's that? Cavalcade and something. Yeah, Cavalcade and Lockwood.
I was going to say Lockwood because I know the skating rink.
Yep, over there. Exactly. You remember the skating rink?
I used to go over there a lot when I would go to my dad's.
Yeah. And then you and Josh used to go too sometime, like when he was at his granny house or whatever. So if you get a chance to go hang out in some different places, I'm telling you, Houston has so many little nuggets and just so much little excitement that you just can find something every day. Sometimes I sit around and I think about like 40 places that I'd like to take like a whole day and just go to and just kind of visit, and just because they're all right there in the same area. And if you just pay attention, you're right in the same area of everything, right?
Yeah.
Well,
that's true.
We are so happy we got a chance to share this with you. And until next time, make sure you do what?
Like, subscribe, and share, as well as turn your notifications on and tell every woman you know about our podcast.
And don't forget to hit the little notification bell so you can know when we're going on and when our show is coming up. And it's really, really important. We see you looking at the show, but please make sure you subscribe because that's very important to helping us grow the show, but also give us an opportunity to bring more content to you. So that helps out the show to be able to do that. And also, if you want to support the show, you can send us a Cash App, and it just gives us an opportunity to do more for you and show you more. So until next time, bye for now.
Bye.